Thank you for having me. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, we will start with not a question, but pamiętajcie, że mamy tutaj pana w białej koszuli. Jeśli chcecie zadać jakieś pytanie, proszę się za nim ustawić. I told them that there is a guy in a white shirt. If they want to ask you a question, they have to stand in line behind them.
Oh, perfect.
That's why we know how many people, and there are plenty of them. Actually, I want to ask you something. But before they do, which show cherish you more? Teen Wolf or The Walking Dead?
That I cherish more?
Yes.
Both shows are very, very special and very, very unique. But it's been a pleasure to be on Teen Wolf all 6 seasons. And it's very dear to my heart. And our fandom is very dear to all of our hearts. So.
Yes, they are. And that's why everybody is so sad that you have to finish it. But do you like the ending of the show? You're happy how it all was resolved?
There are a lot of surprises. And it was bittersweet to have the last 10 episodes because there's, as our fandom knows, there's a lot that happens on our show in every episode. So to honor everybody's storyline was interesting and creative to have to do for the writers. So I'm just as excited as everybody is to see the last 10 episodes.
And I'm curious because I read in one of the interviews that creators had that the parents in the whole show supposed to vanish in the first episode of the first season and we will not see them anymore?
Yes. So when I auditioned for Teen Wolf, there were hundreds of other Mama McCalls that were going in. And I got the call and my manager said, listen, you're not the first pick, but, you know, Teen Wolf, very exciting, young audience. And don't worry about it if it's not a good fit. They only want you for 3 episodes. And so now, many more later, it's just been a real honor to be on the show.
But is it true that you received this role because you were on the place, that they didn't have to fly you from anywhere?
Oh, I was in Los Angeles, but yes, I do live in Atlanta. And so I was very lucky to live and work in Atlanta for both Teen Wolf for 2 years and also The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead is shot about an hour south of Atlanta as
That's
well.
what I was asking Olga and Nadia actually, because everything is shot in Atlanta. I was surprised. Okay, there are plenty of you who want to ask the question, so let's start. You don't want to hear me talking
Hi,
here.
Melissa.
Hi.
Can you tell you kocham was? It means I love you in Polish.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love you too, honey. Thank you.
Can you tell kocham was?
Can you say kocham was?
I can try. Say it one more time.
Kocham.
Kocham was.
Thank you.
Kocham was. Kocham was, everyone!
So we know something is going on between Melissa and Argent. So my question is, how Scott is gonna feel about they being together?
Wait, what was that last part?
Can you speak up, please?
How Scott is gonna feel with them being together? About
How's who gonna feel?
I don't
jak Scott się będzie czuł, że oni
I still can't hear you. I'm so sorry.
How Scott is gonna
Oh,
feel?
Scott.
Yes, with them being together.
I understand now. Thank you. I think that he's a very supportive son, as I think my role has been to him. So I think that he'll be probably shocked at first and then very accepting, I believe. Thank you.
Hi, I wanted to ask, do you have a scene from any season of Teen Wolf which made you the most emotional, that you cried or something like this? I mean, the most emotional one.
There's a scene that happens in the last 10 episodes that was actually the most impactful and most emotional and most raw for both me and for Tyler. And it almost makes me sad to think about it, but it's really important. But other than that scene that we haven't seen yet, back in season 5 when I had to pretend like he was dead and cry on the floor, that was intense. And then remember when we were all tied up underneath the nematon right? That was a tough couple of days. It took 3 days to shoot that scene, and that was at a time real dirt and real ropes. And so we were like roped up for 3 hours. We couldn't use the bathroom. It was crazy. It was crazy.
You have lots of crying this show, actually.
Yes, Jeff likes to put a lot of pressure and pain on Mama McCall. It's fine. It's totally fine.
Next question, please.
Hi, I've got 2 questions. And what's your favorite season on Teen Wolf, and what's your favorite season The Walking Dead?
My favorite season of Teen Wolf is the first season. I think it was really beautiful. We were in Atlanta. We were making this show. It was just us. You know, it was a little Romeo and Juliet with a little bit of werewolf in it. It was a beautiful, beautiful season. It was the first time we were all working together and becoming friends, and so that was really special. And I'm good friends with Melissa McBride, who plays Carol on The Walking Dead. And so I knew that she booked it, and I was really looking forward to watching the show, the first season, for her. And it was just an amazing experience to be booked on the show and be on it for as long as I was. That was just what we like to call a happy accident. But the first season also for The Walking Dead, I think, was really an important time for that show.
And when you received the role in The Walking Dead, did you immediately know that they will kill you off, or you thought you will go with them on the journey long ago?
So you audition for a show maybe over and over again. And then one day, maybe you get the call that you booked something, right?
Yeah.
So that's what happened with me for The Walking Dead. They called, they said, we have a role for you, but we can't tell you anything about it. Very secretive. Do you want to do it? And I was like, I'll serve coffee on the set to everyone. I will clean everybody's house. I will do anything to be on that show. So I get there, and things go smoothly, and so they have you back a couple times, and then sometimes you hear you're going to be here a long time, and then you get maybe a change of a boss, maybe a change of a storyline, and that's what happened in season 4 when they made Karen and Tyrese a couple, and they needed to creatively raise his emotional stakes, and so that's why Carol got to kill me first.
Bummer.
I know, bad. I know.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for
Next
your
one.
questions, honey.
Hi, my question is, do you like more Scott and Kira or Scott and Allison?
Ooh. Ooh. That's a tough one. I mean, as a mom, you just want to support your child. That's how I thought about it going into it as an actress. And so I can't pick one. That's probably a better question for Tyler, who he liked working with better. They both worked, though.
Yeah, but when I was watching Teen Wolf and I saw this episodes where all the friends went to Mexico to find...
Where were the parents?
Yeah, what kind of mother are you?
I know. I mean, my kid just goes to Mexico without me, apparently. But I would like to point out that on the show, if you really think about it, Mama McCall has had more dates and more action than any of those other girls. Right? Seriously.
But how can you not know that he was in Mexico? Come on.
I work a lot.
Bad parenting.
I work a lot in the hospital. If you watch the show,
Yes.
I'm always working because nobody else works at Beacon Hills Memorial Hospital. I do it all.
Yeah, how many injured people do you have in this town?
Everyone. Nobody is safe in that town. I'm telling you what.
Okay, next one.
I wanted to ask, who's your favorite character in Teen Wolf and why?
Greenberg.
Why? And now you have to say why.
Well, Greenberg is a character that's only referenced to. Oh, do you know?
Yes,
Oh, okay. It's just a funny thing. I really like Coach. I think Coach is a lot of fun, right? And Coach and Styles together is a lot of fun. But Coach, to me, brings a lot of levity to the episodes that he's in. We can go dark and we can go deep on the show, and he's always kind of messing things up or cursing somebody out. It's great.
He's
Thank
a
you.
loose cannon.
Yes.
Right? Next one, please.
So first, I want to say that when you next meet Dylan O'Brien, tell him that in Poland he has a lot of loving fans. And my question is, who would you choose?
Proszę głośniej troszkę.
Chris Argent or Styles' dad?
It starts being personal.
Funny that you didn't say like Agent McCall in that as a choice. Just saying. I think that Papa Stilinski there took a little bit too much time. You know, I mean, we're kind of flirting around for 5 seasons. I was making it known. We were playing flirty games, and he just never picked up on it. So, you know, girls got to make a choice and some
I
action.
think boys won't be happy with you two getting hooked together. Becoming brothers, I don't think it would work.
It's been a lot of fun. JR is a lot of fun to work with. Everybody on the show is fantastic. But you know, when you get hooked up with someone, you hope that they're a gentleman, and he is.
Next question, please.
So first of all, you, my friend that wasn't unfortunately able to come here, she wanted to say that she loves you.
Thank you.
And my question is, because we all know that Melissa McCall is Scott's mom, and you love him as a child, but are you in real life that close with Tyler?
Yes, we're all very close on the show. It's a true family-like atmosphere on the show, and we spend a lot of time together. We spend a lot of time together working. We spend a lot of time together just hanging out. And even with the age difference, you know, we're 20 years apart. We still consider each other friends, and you know, go over to his house and hang out. He has parties, and so it's really an amazing feeling to be not only accepted in work with a younger person, but also accepted in life with a younger person. And so we are good friends. And we text each other, we email.
So what do you do with your all free time right now when you're not shooting this series?
Oh, I live in Atlanta, and so
Still
live in Atlanta. I spend a lot of time at home doing home projects, and I don't know if this needs translation, but I go to estate sales.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And I collect vintage jewelry, vintage purses, vintage outfits.
Okay.
And
I thought you were coming back to, you know, to the set, wandering around, waiting for everybody to appear.
Yeah, no.
Okay, next question, please.
Hi, I wanted to know who's your favorite villain of all the seasons?
Can you repeat that? Because
Who's your favorite villain of all seasons?
Favorite villain?
Yep.
Ooh, Void Styles. Void Styles was really good.
All right.
Yeah. And also, the Dread Doctors in
Yeah.
person were out of my nightmares. I have nightmares that people are operating on me and crazy stuff like that. And the Dread Doctors, they did an amazing job with their outfits, so they looked out of this world.
Yeah, and I like when they moved that everything was shaking and like you're froze, but but they are moving. That was creepy.
Yeah, they did a good job with that.
Would you like to be a nurse in a real life?
You know, my mom actually gave me a compliment once that I should have been a nurse, and so now I play one on TV. I'm very proud to portray a working mom, a single working mom who is very dedicated to her job and also to her child.
My mom is nurse also.
Oh, yay!
Yeah, she's sitting.
Prosimy mamy o powstanie i pomachanie.
Where are you, Mom? Yay! Hi, Mom.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so my question is, have you ever imagined like Styles being Scott and Scott being Styles, like your Styles' mother or something?
No, have you?
Yeah, actually.
And how is she in your imagination?
Yeah.
Good?
Am I all right with Styles?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, I haven't really imagined that. I haven't been put in that situation from the writers, really, to imagine that. And it's interesting to see, you know, because we have so much downtime on set, it's fun to watch Lyndon with Dylan and the relationship that they have both on and off screen, and they're quite perfect. And I feel the same about Tyler and I, that, you know, there's definitely like the parental-child chemistry there.
All right, thank you.
Hi, so my question is, with which of the characters it was the most fun to play with on Teen Wolf?
I didn't catch that.
Can you speak a little bit louder?
With which of the characters it was the most fun to play with on Teen Wolf?
Oh. You know, I didn't have any direct scenes with her, but Haley Webb, she was amazing.
So when
The Duroc.
yeah, I know, but when you're not playing with her, how do you know that she's the best character to play with?
Well, I mean, as a person, I guess. I guess that's a person. Character-wise, I always had a lot of fun with Dylan. I'll have to be honest. You know, he's the kind of performer that can be cracking up, and they say action, and all of a sudden he's dramatic.
And you're still laughing,
And I'm
he's
still
romantic.
laughing. So he makes me look like a fool.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi. Okay, so starting. I know that I know you a little bit as a character that you play, and I want to ask a really different question because at the moment I meet new person, I ask them a question that I would like to ask you. What's your favorite color and why?
My favorite color?
Yeah, and that's a personality test actually, so be careful.
I think she's profiling you right now. So what's your favorite color and why?
My favorite color is orange. And the reason...
You passed.
Oh, I passed?
Yeah.
Well, that was easy. My favorite color is orange because I read once in a book that it's a color that when you wear it, you feel energized, and when people see it, they feel energized. And so actually, I have 3 orange shirts, and they're the only shirts I wear to auditions in hopes that it helps in some way. It's my favorite lucky color, orange. So I'm glad I passed. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
What if I said purple?
You will never know, as
You're
she
a
said.
stinker.
Hello.
Hi, we meet again. Wait.
Spokojnie.
It'll come back.
Spokojnie. Take your time.
Take your
Spokojnie.
time.
Możesz po polsku, przetłumaczymy.
No, I got it.
Okay.
What would you do if you met your Teen Wolf counterpart? If you met Melissa, how would you react to see her, and what would you say to her? You know.
Again.
Yeah, I'm
You
so
shut up.
sorry. We get a lot of feedback, so I can't hear everybody clearly.
Powoli.
What would you do if you met Melissa in real life?
What would I do if I met Melissa in real life?
Yeah.
I'd probably freak out. That'd be a little freaky. I don't know. That's a very interesting question because, you know, as an actress, you put all these different characteristics into the character, and you think about what you're doing, and you think about what the other person is going to be doing, and you make choices, and is she left-handed or right-handed? How does she feel about her ex-husband? Those kinds of things. And then if I, in real life, was to actually see that person that you kind of birthed, that would be really weird. I'd probably test her on stuff to see if, like, what I put into her actually presents. Does that make sense?
It's a good answer? All right.
It's an okay answer. It's not a great answer.
Hi. So my question may be a bit personal, but I want you to ask which 2 actors have the biggest chemistry on set of Teen Wolf?
Ooh.
Well, Tyler and Dylan have great chemistry. You know, it doesn't have to be romantic chemistry for it to be chemistry. Yeah, they have a real friendship and a real solid foundation of caring for one another that I think you guys see on set. Lyndon and I are close friends, and I'm close friends with Susan, his wife, and we're all friends. My partner, Kenny, we're all actors in Atlanta, and we hang out together. But I would say probably the closest chemistry relationship that you can just see right off the bat is Tyler and Dylan.
All right, thank you.
Hi. Are Holland and Tyler best friends for the life?
Again, please.
Are you saying, are they best friends in real life? Yes.
Oh.
Yes, they are in real life. Absolutely. Absolutely best friends. You know, all of the cast, you know, much like the Walking Dead, you know, cast or any cast, you become like a safe space, for lack of a better term, because you work with people, they know you on a certain level. So like JR and Tyler will go ride motorcycles.
You spend like,
On the
I think,
weekend.
6 months together by shooting, right?
We spend a total of 8 months together.
8 months.
So 4 months on, 2 months off, 4 months on, 2 months off.
So you have actually two families right
Yeah,
now.
pretty
Teen Wolf and your real one.
Right.
Who's jealous by who?
No comment.
All right, thank you.
Hi, Melissa. I'm Dominika, and I love you.
I love you too, honey. Thank you.
But Paula, who runs a Twitter account Dylan O'Brien Poland, greets you, and just like everyone who could not come.
I might have to ask you to repeat that.
Paula, who runs a Twitter account Dylan O'Brien Poland, greets you.
Oh, thank you.
And just like everyone who come not.
Mogę
Thank
prosić,
you.
mogę prosić tą drugą połowę po polsku?
Pozdrawiam też osoby, które nie przyjechały tutaj i nie mogły.
Can you greet the fans that couldn't be here but they're going for your Twitter and for Teen Wolf Twitter?
Yes, I will. I will do it on Twitter. I'll actually reach out to them on Twitter. Thank you so much. Thank you.
My question is, you know what the Polish version Teen Wolf?
The what?
Polish version Teen Wolf. Polska wersja Teen Wolf.
A mamy coś takiego?
No, nastoletni wilkołak, czy może powiedzieć?
Nie rozumiem, jeszcze raz.
Czy może powiedzieć nastoletni wilkołak?
W sensie podziękować fanowskiej stronie?
Nie, po prostu czy może powiedzieć nastoletni wilkołak, czyli
This sounds
Teen Wolf
complicated.
Polish.
Am I gonna have to write this down?
I understand
What
that.
is happening?
Okay.
Yes.
They ask you to tell the Polish title of the Teen Wolf. It's nastoletni
Oh.
wilkołak.
Oh, I didn't know that. Thank you.
Can you repeat that?
No. No, I cannot. But it sounds beautiful.
Nastoletni
I don't wanna-
wilkołak.
I would embarrass myself. It sounds beautiful though. Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
Hi, I have a question. How do you feel about Styles and Lydia relationship? Are you a shipper of Stalia or Styria?
You know, this is my answer for all ships. I love all ships because to me it's a beautiful fantasy that somebody has, and it's a very personal thing that what people's ships they believe in. And so for me, I don't have a favorite, except maybe Greenberg and Coach if there is possibly a ship there. So I support all ships. You know, there's always been some controversy with ships on our show and other shows, but I am a full supporter of all of them, and I don't necessarily take one over the other, because it's like taking somebody's wish away or creative thought away, and I believe in those things.
And I'm curious, when you read the script for second season, and you know how the whole series is developing, did you ask the creators, when do I receive my special powers?
That's a question that I get a lot, and I have to say, I feel like part of the reason why our show works so well is because there's a true balance of supernatural and humanity. And I think it's really important to have humans interacting and participating in the ways that they can. And it's really great not to be in the makeup chair for 3 hours.
Yeah,
That's really what it is.
But it would be cool, come on.
No, it'd be super cool. It's super cool. I played a vampire once on a show called The Gates. I mean, it's really great to have the teeth and the eyes and, you know, searing from the sun and all of those things that make a character. But to me, it made sense for her to be human.
All right, so after the whole day of shooting, when they're taking the makeup out, you say like, so long, suckers,
Yeah,
I'm
seriously.
going home.
I mean, on The Walking Dead, the walkers that you see up close, the guys that are like the hero walkers, hours of work.
And nobody knows their faces.
Nobody knows their faces. And some of them, you know, you have to have a certain body type and you have to have a certain facial structure. And they make those prosthetics specifically to each face. It could be 3 hours.
All right.
Yeah.
Moje pytanie to, z kim się najbardziej zżyłaś podczas serialu?
When you were shooting the series, with which actor did you bond the closest?
Through the whole series?
For the whole series.
Well, you know, what's really great is creatively, I think our writers have really tried to change it up and have us really interacting with everybody on the show. And so, you know, I think I've had time with everybody. And, you know, you have that special, you know, moment or scene together. Like Shelley and I have worked together a couple of times, and so that was a lot of fun. Obviously, Ian and I have worked together just a couple of times, and that was fun. But the majority of my work on you know, on the show has been with Lyndon and Tyler. Those are really the two people the most, and the hospital, if you can bond with the hospital. So yeah, each scene is very special to me.
So you don't have one person that you're sending a Christmas card to?
No, I don't send Christmas cards to anybody. No.
Okay, thank you.
I have two questions. Which season Teen Wolf is your favorite, and which episode is your favorite?
My favorite season was the first season. It was just a really amazing experience for all of us to be creating this whole universe together that we now know as Teen Wolf. And favorite episode, I'd have to think about because there have been a lot. But again, there's one episode that's coming up in the last 10 that's very, very special. And episode 613, remember that one, I don't know the name of it, but Tyler directed that episode. And so that was a very special episode for all of us. Yeah.
How was he as a director?
He was amazing.
Really?
He was really amazing and very supportive, and knew how to talk to us on a different level. Because some directors are directors, and then some directors are actor directors, and he's an actor director. He can see it behind the camera and in front of the camera.
Cool.
So it was a really great experience.
That's nice. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hello, Melissa. I have two questions. First, in real life, you choose Peter, Chris, or Noah?
Can you speak up a little bit, because we didn't hear that.
In real life, you choose Peter, Chris, or Noah?
Oh. Do I have to pick?
Yes.
I pick Greenberg. Maybe I'd make out with Coach if I was drunk. Just once. I don't want to pick. See, that's the amazing thing on this show. It's like, if you really think about the character of Melissa McCall, she's had like 3 romances and maybe a dalliance. So I like that. I like that as an older actress, that, you know, she's the one that's getting all the action. It's not all you young people.
All right. Do you like the answer?
Okay, second question. What is the feeling of seeing how Dylan and Tyler grows up on set?
Again?
Grows up on set?
What is the feeling of seeing how Dylan and Tyler grows up on set?
Okay.
So it's been amazing to see them, because when we started, they were 17, 18, and now they're in their early 20s, and they're having all these amazing opportunities, like everybody.
Yeah, they have movies as well.
Yeah, they have movies.
They grow up to being stars.
Right, and it's not just Tyler and Dylan. I mean, it's Daniel Sharman. It's the Carver twins. It's everybody, you know, is kind of moving on and telling other stories and being parts of other casts, and that's been amazing. I mean, my time on Teen Wolf, I was able to do The Walking Dead and Chicago Fire. I was able to work out to do, you know, 2 shows at once. But the young ones, as I like to call them, when you're in almost every single scene, you can't go and do other shows. And so now it's their time to shine and do other characters and tell other stories, which is, I think, why we're actors, is because we want to tell stories, believable stories.
So maybe it's good that Teen Wolf ended, that they can proceed with their careers in different projects.
It becomes a very safe family and a very safe space, and really interesting creatively, because you trust the people that you're working with. Like, we trust our writers, and we trust the people that come up with our wardrobe. And then when that's pulled away from you, now I have to go in and someone else pick out my jeans, and I don't know if I like that. So there's a little bit of resistance, but again, only good things can happen.
Of course. Thank you very much. Next one.
Thank you for the answers.
Thank you.
Hey, I have a little challenge for you.
Challenge?
As we all know, Styles' real name is Polish. Can you say it? Mieczysław Styliński. Styles' real
Oh yeah,
name.
can you tell Mieczysław Staliński?
Can I say that?
Styliński, tak? Dobrze?
Tak.
Yeah?
Am I saying his name? Am I saying his name?
Mieczysław.
Mieczysław.
Again.
No! Wait. Mieczysław. I have to do it slow. Very slow. Thank you.
Thank you.
I have two questions, but I can...
Głośniej proszę.
I have two questions, but I can't...
Ask them,
I can't
come on.
in English, so... Jak ci się podobało granie matki wilkołaka?
Głośniej, nie słyszymy naprawdę.
Jak ci się podobało bycie matką wilkołaka? Jakie odczucia ci najczęściej przy tym towarzyszyły?
Jak ci się podobało bycie matką?
Wilkołaka.
Wilkołaka. How did you like to being a mother of a werewolf?
Ah, yes. They figured that out in season 2, I think, yeah. What I like to say is that I chose to be a very accepting mom, which was based on Jeff Davis's mom. So in the moment when she sees her son for that first time as a wolf, very shocking. But I kind of equated it to my own child maybe coming to me and telling me something out of this world, right? And at first you're shocked, but then the unconditional love comes in and the support comes in. And I'd like to think in any situation as a parent that you ultimately support and love your child through anything, even being a werewolf. But in real life, you know, parents are faced with small things like, hey mom, I don't want to go to university. Or, hey mom, I want to be an actor. Or,
hey mom, I'm a teen wolf.
Right, or I'm a teen wolf. Or hey mom, I'm gay. Or hey mom, I don't understand this. Can you understand this? Or hey mom, I'm being bullied at school. Like, you have to step up as a parent. You do, and I hope I did that for him.
Okay, thank you. Ile mamy jeszcze czasu na pytania? Jedno? We have only time for one more question.
All right.
Hi. First of all, I'm here only mainly for you. I saw you. So my question is a little bit long. I'm sorry, but when it comes to the personal life of the teenagers, it seems like they don't focus so more on their romantic situation, but they focus more on your romantic situation. How is it gonna be now in the last season? Because I see that they're focused also more on the horror scenes. Will they focus more back on the romantic or the diversity about the children?
If I'm hearing you right, are you asking, like, as far as the last 10 episodes, like the tone of the show and where it's going, if it's going to be more a romance or
more focused on the dilemmas around being a teenager like this and how they feel about it?
I think that the overall theme for the last 10 episodes is going to be survival and coming together, and much to every single season, fighting for your life. There's a lot of, our stakes get a lot higher in the last 10 episodes. So yes, there's romance, but really it's just every episode tops itself until the last episode.
Okay, thank you. And we have, the last one. She was smiling. She was smiling so nice to me.
Hi, I've got a question. Do you think Melissa considers herself like a mother figure to Styles, or differently, do Styles consider Melissa as her mother figure since Claudia passed away, and Melissa is such a big part of his life?
You know, I often say that on the show, I feel like, you know, actors have backstory, right? Things that we pull from, that we talk about with the other actors to kind of make it real on set. And so one of the things that Lyndon and I talked about is how maybe as single parents and maybe as friends, we've kind of got together and maybe compared notes as to what our sons have been up to and how you can help me and how I can help you. So in that way, I think that the parents have supported each other, and then that supports the children. And so I think that has definitely happened. But other than the, you know, thanks mom in the hospital, the writers really never kind of broached that subject too much, too deep, and so I've never really gone there myself. But I do believe that, you know, it's a simple saying, but it takes a village to raise a child.
Of course. Dobrze, to w takim razie dziękujemy wam bardzo. To był nasz ostatni panel. So, wielkie oklaski dla naszego ostatniego gościa. And we're off.
Thank you.
Będziecie mogli spotkać także naszą gwiazdę jutro, także na panelu, na co serdecznie zapraszamy. We'll invite you for tomorrow's panel as well.
And I just want to say thank you so much for watching all 6 seasons. It really means a lot, and I hope you enjoyed the last 10 episodes. They're really good.
Będziecie oglądać na pewno.
Melissa Ponzio.